Hello everyone, this is xBIGALSKIx,
And this is JTB.
and this is Ninja Gaiden Black Mission Mode Master Ninja for the Fateful Confrontation row. Now what I decided to do, the best way to go through these missions in terms of points is just XY with the clone on all of them. But I decided to go ahead and fight all the clones with their weapons, which I'd never done before. It's actually kind of fun, maybe. But it was also really tough.
Except this one, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this one is fun. With the
yeah,
Flails.
this, I tried to be positive there to,
Yeah,
get
this
people
guy is totally unfair.
But anyway, so I show. This first part of this video is what happened to me probably 80% of the time. I mean, it's just so much BS in a sense. All the clones are way more powerful than you. They do so much more damage than you do. They can do things that you can't do.
Yeah, that's the main thing I feel that makes them, I don't want to say unfair, because like you can be super cheap to the clones. There's so many ways to exploit them. But if you don't know about those ways, like I think the clones will seem like really overpowered to someone who doesn't really know like how to fight them.
Well, that's one of the things. You slid down the hill there. I don't know if you saw that, but
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, look at
surprised
that.
that was stuck.
Yeah, like one hit. That was like 30% of your life for one hit. You know?
But what I was going to say is, yeah, I fought this not using those, cheap known tactics. I just wanted to fight them straight up, and I've tried mixing it up some, but at the end of the day, you can only do so many. It's hard to really freeform. I didn't do any ETs or UTs on the clones with some of the known tricks that you could do. Like there, if he caught you up like that and juggled you, you can't do that to him, but he can do it to you.
Yeah, and you die, whereas you do like what, about 2% damage.
Right. My Fiend Sealer never connected ever whenever I would try, so I just kind of gave up. That's the reason I started doing the shurikens. That way sometimes if I could keep him up, or if he stood up right by the shuriken, it would explode to do some extra damage. So I just pressed the camera thing and not even meaning to do it.
Yeah. It is worth mentioning though that when you fight the clones, like if you want to fight them toe to toe, like you can do that safely. You just have to wait for specific moves. So for example, that move right there, the ET move with the Flail clone, if you make that whiff, which is fairly easy to do, like you're guaranteed a launch after that with the Dragon Sword. So like you can fight them safely, but when you want to use like their same weapons, that's where.
Well, here it comes. There it is. You can't do that to him.
Nope. Well, you can counter him, but you can't keep him in the air like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't do that to him like he can to you, and that's what would happen to me a lot, and that's what can happen with this guy. That's the reason most videos, I've only seen one video out there with somebody fighting the Flail clone with the Flails and not using some of the other weapons or doing tricks. So again, I wanted to show that, and that's probably why a lot of people just don't do that. Now here, I go through and I don't get countered, so I'm able to beat
That's
it.
one of the most annoying things he does. When he just randomly guillotine throws you, like, oh yeah, you just can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, he can lead to anything, and it's like you can't, or maybe I can't because I don't know a lot of the. I'm not super proficient or anything at all the weapons, because when I would fight this, you either farmed it or you did XY because that was for points. It's like, why go through the hassle of this if you didn't need to? So again, I'm glad I did it, and I think it made me a better player. Look how
that's a great throw right there. One thing to note that the Flail clone can do to you, which is really annoying, is he can run away lightning you whenever he wants. That's the Flail's like XY throw. When you do that to him, it does virtually no damage. I don't know if you've ever landed that on him. Like the damage it does to him is a joke. When he does that to you, it does about 35%, and well, for this health bar, that's a health bar, obviously. And then it's just a 50-50. He can fiend sealer you. That's another thing he can do that you can't do. When he knocks you down, he can just fiend sealer you outright and it will hit you. And if he hits you with a fiend sealer, you are dead. No matter what the weapon. You are dead if he hits you with a fiend sealer. Whereas when you knock him down, you have to time your fiend sealer very, very carefully to be able to hit him on the floor. Whereas he can just run away lightning you and fiend sealer you, and then that's it, you're dead. It's so annoying.
Watch this. Ugh.
It's funny how the kicks do a really decent amount. Hey, you return the favor there. The kicks do a really decent amount of damage to him.
Well, that's the reason I put it on the Tranquility, because I tried the sun and the potency and all of that, but it just... Or you hit him with the shuriken, it looked like it landed right on him, and it missed him every time. I think I'd dog it here.
Yeah, he's also got unlimited nimbo, which would be nice.
Well, you know, I saw as soon as he launched, it's like, look, I've already... And I was thinking this to myself, don't dog it, you're doing good. And then, of course, I dogged it. And then I saw that coming, so now I'm starting to panic.
That's another thing about him too. His projectiles do so much damage. They really do rack up. Like you never had it when you're near a wall, and sometimes he'll just like machine gun the windmill shuriken at you, and then all of a sudden like half your life is just gone. Yeah, it's crazy how much damage his projectiles do as well.
I started a what is it? A cremator move, and he just windmill shurikened right through all of that and just nailed me.
Yeah, that move right there, that's got some of the highest priority in the game, so you can do that on certain enemies, and like every attack you'll just completely be immune to it. Like, it's weird, you're not invulnerable, like certain attacks will hit you through that, but certain attacks it just has priority over. It's really weird. But yeah, he can just go right out of it.
So I was happy that I was able to do it, but look at the score. And since my goal is to get 50 million, or any other person who wants to get a high score, I mean, you don't want to fight him toe to toe, because you're not going to get the score you want. So the other half of this, on all this row, it's going to be fighting him with their weapon, and then just showing XY to show the difference of the scoring system when it comes to that.
Yeah. The main things that are going to be affected is time and health. But if you really want to farm the clones, then you actually do want to do the incendiary method to get UTs on.
Yeah, that's going to be the second part. You know, this whole first series
does. Oh my god,
is non-farming. You know, my whole first run is non-farming, and then I'll go through and do that. But again, I mean that's what you want to do, and you can see the difference. 40,000 points difference. So XY method is for the most points. I don't lose any health on any of the missions doing it. The XY, that's what you want to do if you're going to go for score. Try to have a good time if you want to fight him toe to toe. It is a very satisfying feeling when I finally beat the guy, even though he probably beat me 50 times and counterattacked me to death 40 of those times or whatever. It still was a really good feeling to finally beat him on that. So anyway, guys, that's it for this row, or not this row, this mission. We'll see you in the next one.
Take care, everybody.